Male accessories you should never buy cheap. If you're buying these cheap, you're missing out on all the girls. When it comes to your look, your accessories speak volumes, even before you do. So if you're out here cutting corners, buying certain accessories cheap, stop. Seriously, it will be killing your chances without you even knowing. Today, I'm gonna dive into accessories you should never go cheap on if you wanna leave a lasting impression with women. The first one I wanna talk about is shoes, because that's one of the first things she notices. Guys, listen up. If there's one accessory that can make or break you or your entire look, it's shoes. Now you might think that they're just something that you throw on at the end of getting dressed, but let me tell you, a good majority of women actually notice your shoes first. Yeah, you heard me right. Before she even makes up her mind about the rest of your outfit, she's already checked out what's on your feet. And trust me, she's judging you. Listen, shoes don't just show style. They show who you are. They tell a story. Are you the kind of guy who's at the top of his game, or are you that guy who just threw on the first pair of scuffed up sneakers that he could find? Women can instantly tell the difference between someone who's taking pride in themselves and someone who doesn't just by looking at your shoes. Cheap, unkempt shoes give off the impression that you're careless. It's like sending a signal that says, hey, I don't care about how I present myself. And here's the truth. If you don't care about your shoes, it makes her wonder, well, what else doesn't he care about? Your hygiene, your responsibilities, even how you treat her? Now, I know it may sound dramatic, but that's how much your shoes say about you. So let me give you the inside scoop. Women can spot cheap shoes a mile away. We know the difference between leather that's built to last and shoes that are barely hanging on. And if your shoes look like they belong to the trash, excuse my French, it doesn't matter what the rest of your outfit looks like. You've already lost. Now, I believe that shoes show attention to detail. They show that you're the kind of guy who doesn't leave things to chance. You plan, you prepare, you're not afraid to invest in things that matter. And let's be real, that's exactly what women want, right? Someone who's reliable, who's thoughtful, who takes care of the little things. So what kind of shoes shouldn't you buy cheap? Leather dress shoes, for one. They're a must-have for any man who wants to look sharp. And sneakers too, if you're more into, the casual style. Just make sure they're clean. And boots. Don't even think about rocking a pair of boots that look like you've been through war. Good shoes don't just show style, they also send the right message. Second accessory, the watch. This isn't just a tool to tell time, it's a power move, guys. You might not think that women care about your watch, but trust me, we absolutely do. Why? Because a man's watch is a subtle reflection of who he is, and a cheap one will send the wrong signal. Here's the thing, when you're wearing a good quality watch, it says that you've got your life together. It says you care about the details, you're responsible, and you know how to invest in yourself. A watch is more than just an accessory, it's a symbol. You don't need to brag, you don't need to show off, your watch does the talking for you. If a woman notices that you're wearing a cheap, flimsy plastic watch that looks like something that came out of a cereal box, it's an instant buzzkill. She'll start wondering, well, if this guy can't invest in a decent watch, what else is he cutting corners on? And let's be real, no one wants to be with a guy who cuts corners, and especially not in a relationship. Women see a cheap watch as more than just bad taste. It tells us you don't really care about quality. And if you don't care about quality in something as small as a watch, what does that say about how you'll treat me? A cheap watch screams, I don't care. And that's the last thing you want her to think when she's sizing you up. On the flip side, a high quality watch says you're the man of value. Whether it's a sleek leather strap, a bold stainless steel band, or a luxury brand that makes heads turn, a good watch will change the entire vibe. It's a subtle flex, one that she's definitely going to notice. Trust me, she'll be thinking, this guy knows what's up. My personal favorite, number 3, cologne. Scent and smell is everything. Okay, let's talk about one of the most underrated game changers for men when it comes to making a lasting impression, and that's cologne. Now you might be thinking, it's just a scent, right? No big deal. Trust me, smell is everything. When you walk into a room or lean in for that first hug, your cologne is the invisible force that leaves a mark in her memory. And let me tell you, the difference between a cheap, overpowering scent and a high-quality fragrance is like night and day. And the worst part, most guys don't even know they're wearing the wrong cologne. They grab the cheapest thing off the shelf thinking, it's fine. But it's not fine. Women are highly sensitive to smell. The wrong scent will turn her off before you even have a chance to show her your best side. You need to leave that good impression. When you wear a high quality fragrance, it's subtle yet powerful. It draws her in, makes her curious, and if you pick the right one, it'll keep her thinking about you long after you've said goodbye. A good scent is like a signature, and I want you to remember this. It's personal, it's memorable, and trust me, it will make you irresistible because whenever she smells it, whether it's on you or another guy, she's going to be thinking about you. Guys, you cannot cheap out on cologne. A cheap synthetic scent is a massive turnoff. It's the difference between smelling like you just walked out of a luxury hotel or smelling like you sprayed yourself with an air freshener. Cheap cologne often comes off as too strong or too chemical. It doesn't settle well, and it won't mix with your natural body chemistry. Now, high quality cologne, on the other hand, is crafted to work with your skin, evolving throughout the day, getting better as time goes on. And when a woman leans in and catches that whiff, that smell, that scent, listen, it can actually change how she feels about you. There's something primal about scent. It taps into her subconscious, triggering emotions and memories. A good cologne will make her feel more comfortable, more attracted, more intrigued. On the flip side, a bad cologne will be an instant turnoff. So what should you be looking for in a good cologne? Go for something that's subtle and noticeable. You don't need to drown yourself in it. Just a couple of sprays is enough. Look for scents with notes of cedar, sandalwood, or musk. These are timeless, masculine, universally appealing scents. And always test it on your skin first. The right cologne should complement your natural scent, not fight against it. Remember, your scent is part of your signature, so make it count. Number 4, the suit. Nothing transforms a man's presence like a well-tailored suit. Think about it. You walk into a room wearing a suit that fits you like a glove, and suddenly you've got everyone's attention. Listen, a suit isn't just clothing, it's a statement. It tells the world, I'm here, I mean business. But let me tell you, if you walk in with a cheap, ill-fitting suit, well, you might as well not have shown up at all. Let's talk about what really goes through a woman's mind when she sees a man in a suit. Now, first off, it's instant respect. She's thinking, this guy has his life together. He knows what he wants, and he knows how to go for it. A suit is like an unspoken signal of competence, confidence, and yes, sex appeal. A cheap suit, on the other hand, says you don't care about yourself. It says, I'm doing the barest minimum. And guess what? If you're not willing to invest on how you present yourself, she's going to assume that, well, you're not going to invest in anything else, including her. I mean, a bad suit is like a flashing neon sign that screams, I don't care about the details. And trust me, in a relationship, the details matter. On the flip side, a quality suit can do wonders for you. It'll instantly sharpen your image and elevate your confidence. When you're wearing a suit that fits right, shoulders aligned, waist cinched, sleeves just the right length, you carry yourself differently. Your posture improves, you walk taller, you feel better. And here's a secret, women notice that. They notice how comfortable you are in your own skin when you're well dressed. A well-tailored suit is more than just a piece of clothing. It's like armor. It protects you from looking sloppy and unprepared. It also sends a signal that you're confident and have high standards. Tells her you're the man who knows how to handle things, who's got his business on lock. You know, a man who's going places. And don't think you need $1,000 suit to pull this off. It's all about fit and fabric. You can get a reasonably priced suit tailored to perfection and look like $1 million. I'm just saying. If you go cheap, trust me, no amount of tailoring can hide a bad fabric or poor construction. You can spot a cheap suit a mile away. It wrinkles easily, it looks stiff, it's ill-fitting. It just doesn't sit right. And here's the thing, a good suit isn't just for special occasions. You should at least have one quality suit in your arsenal that you can pull out when the time is right. Number 5, the belt. I think it's an understated essential. For most guys, it's just a functional piece of attire, right? Something that holds your pants up, nothing more. But here's where most of you get it wrong. A belt is so much more than that. It's one of those details that can either make or break the entire look. When it comes to a way you present yourself, we will notice if we're interested, especially the things that you think don't matter. Now, so imagine this, you're dressed up, you've got a nice shirt on, maybe even a great pair of pants, and then you pull it all together with a cracked, cheap belt. It ruins everything. A worn out belt makes you look sloppy. When she sees that old battered belt, it's like she's thinking, oh, what else does this guy neglect? A belt is one of those subtle indicators of whether you're the kind of guy who's on top of your game or the kind of guy who's just skating by. And let's be honest, no one wants to date a guy who's just doing the bare minimum. A cheap belt is like saying, yeah, I didn't really think this through, right? It shows carelessness. If you're cutting corners with your belt, what else are you cutting corners on? I mean, in her mind, if you can't even get a basic thing like a belt right, you can't be trusted with the big things. I'm just saying, right? A quality belt, on the other hand, says you know how to pull everything together. It's sleek, it's polished. It shows you care about the little things. A good belt is like a punctuation mark on your outfit. It ties everything together and shows that you've got your act right. And here's another thing. A high quality leather belt will last. It's an investment that not only looks good, but will stand the test of time. Every time you wear it, you're signaling that you know how to take care of yourself and your stuff. A well-made belt shows that you value quality and you're someone who invests in what matters. And let's be real, women are always looking for those cues to figure out the kind of guy that you are. So don't underestimate its power. And finally, sunglasses. I mean, cheap shades give cheap vibes. I said it. Now I know what you're probably thinking, like how much of a difference can shades really make? I mean, a lot more than you realize if you ask me. Sunglasses aren't just about protecting your eyes from the sun. They're a reflection of your style, your confidence, and your overall vibe, you know? Women pay close attention to shades you're rocking. It's one of those subtle cues that tells her whether you're well put together or just winging it. When you wear a good pair of sunglasses, sleek, stylish, well-made, you're making a different kind of statement. You're telling her you've got your life together and you know what looks good, right? And you care about quality. High quality sunshades don't just shield your eyes, they elevate your entire look. They make you seem more confident, polished, and let's be real, way more attractive. Think about it. A good pair of sunshades will transform an average outfit into something really eye-catching. They add an air of mystery, a bit of swagger. Let's face it, they make you look like you know what you're doing, and women love that. There's something about a man in a great pair of shades that just screams, I've got this, right? And let me tell you, those $5 shades that you just pick up by the roadside, hey, they might seem like a good deal, you know, but in the long run, they're costing you more than just your style points. Now, cheap sunglasses often have poor UV protection. They break easily, and, well, they make you look like you're trying too hard to save a few bucks. And here's the thing. Sunglasses are more than just an accessory. They're a way to express your personality without ever saying a word. You want a pair that complements your face shape, fits well, makes you look like you've got it all together. And the other thing is, good sunglasses give you that extra layer of mystery that women find irresistible. When you wear a quality pair of shades, you've got that cool, confident look that keeps her guessing. It's subtle, but it works. You don't have to say anything. Your sunglasses are doing all the talking for you. So invest in sunglasses that suit your style and are made to last. Look for classic shapes like aviators, for instance. And don't be afraid to spend a little extra on a pair that will keep you looking sharp for years. The difference is huge. So yeah, these are the 6 things or the 6 accessories I think a man needs to take seriously. If you have any more, you can drop them in the comments below. Let me know what you think. And yeah, please, certainly don't go cheap on them. Jessica said so. See you later.